Hello, everyone. Let's see, anybody on yet? Welcome to Deja Vu. This is my first time using my webcam on my laptop, and I must say, I do prefer the camera on my phone, but I'm going to make it work. Let's see. Let's take a couple deep breaths. Play the singing bowl. All right. So I'm going to do a Lightworker reading, and I'll be doing these more often. All right, and now that I have cleared the energy with my singing bowl, let's get into the reading. I'm using the fairy tarot cards, and I forget the name of these, but what is the name of it? It's a witch. The something witch, Mystic Witch, I believe. Mystic Witch Tarot deck. So I'm going to start out with the fairy cards. And let's see what comes out. Okay, I'm going to do a simple 5-card spread with an extra card for advice for a total of 6 cards to start off. And let's see what comes out. What is going on for us light workers? All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Princess of Winter. This is talking about information that you might need to hear, but it might not be easy to hear, okay? So if you're anything like me, try not to have a knee-jerk action, because that can happen when things like these come up. But if we need to hear it, then, we We need to hear it. You know, we can control our responses, though. So some of us are going to be, well, probably most of us will be continuing our education in some way, shape, or form. It says seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. But I saw that card just now as education. So continuous learning. But many of us are going to need to make a decision on something quick. And I feel like this has to do more so with business. Like now is the time. If you haven't already started your business, now might be the time to start thinking about that. So that's what's coming up for me as well. And yep, and then the second card that came out is in your perspective position. The first card was just the general situation. Okay, so the next card is taking steps to ensure financial security of you and your loved ones. That's talking about, that's the 10 of autumn. The 10 of autumn. But it's talking about ensuring your financial security and making wise investments, possibly repaying some debt. So that means some money is coming in as well. So take it how it resonates. Of course, that will not be for everyone because, you know, we're all on different timelines, different storylines, you know. Okay, and what's coming up in the unexpected uh, placement is the ego card, number 15. Now, what I thought about before I even read the card, what this makes me think of is having come through many trials, right? And learning a lot. You may have learned more than you thought was possible in the amount of time that you learned it, whether that be a year, 6 months, 3 months. You know, some of you have gone to extensive like boot camp classes or fully immersion training. I've been hearing a lot about those lately. I actually participated in one myself to become a coach. And sometimes when we grow by leaps and bounds, we can get into our ego. Even if your pursuit is a spiritual one, sometimes we can kind of get carried away and think we know more than we actually know because we begin to work out of our intellect and ego only. So what this tells me is there is a need for some of us, definitely for me somewhat. This is a lesson that I've been learning is to drop down into my heart, you know, and come from the heart. Because if I'm off balance, when we get off balance, sometimes it can result in unresourceful thinking, which results in unresourceful behavior. And that can come up in many forms: procrastination, self-sabotage, you know, being rubbed the wrong way by somebody and just lashing out rather than, or reacting rather than responding. So just taking that extra millisecond to just breathe and then dropping down into your heart and speaking from the heart. Okay. Season with salt. Make sure your language is seasoned with salt. And then in the short term position coming up in the near future is number 10, the wheel. Okay. The wheel, that's talking about cycles ending, delays being over. So if you've been waiting for something, if you've been waiting for that breakthrough, that's coming up very shortly. It says sudden or unexpected good luck. For some of you, that's going to be a nice windfall of money. For some of you, that value is going to come in other ways, but look out for that because it's coming up very shortly. And when I say shortly, that could be anywhere within the next 3 weeks to the next 3 months. Okay, so that's the time frame we're looking at. And then long term, we have the Ace of Spring. The Ace of Spring It's talking about time to take action. It's time to take action. Delays are over. That breakthrough is on the way. The need to, and then the situation already came up. The first card says the need to act quickly and decisively. So you're going to have to make a decision on something and go ahead and take action, okay? Because that's what's coming up. And some of you, you've already taken this action, whether it's you started your business or you started classes. Some of you have done both, all of the above, and also being able to maintain that balance at home. It is not an easy task, but it is doable, okay, to pursue your own business. And sometimes things will get out of balance, okay? I am a witness to that, just starting my coaching business. And I have to say, I definitely had a few unrealistic expectations. I'm I'm a fly by the seat of pants kind of girl. That came up in my reading. That's how one of my astrologers read me last weekend. And I had to agree, yes, I am. I tend to make bold moves. I make mistakes sometimes, and sometimes that's what happens when you rushing, and so you want to make sure you give yourself the time to consider every aspect, and how it's going to affect every aspect of your life, and make a decision from there and say, okay, and is this feasible long term? It might be something you can only do short term, But yes, it's be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. I am seeing a trend. Many of us have recently changed careers, made drastic career moves. I, for one, was not expecting the move that I made. Okay. I've been in customer service and office administration for years, probably over 20 years. And I pursued my other interests, on the side, but my mainstay was pretty much customer service and administrative work. And for years, I would do these readings for just friends and family with the cards, and found that I rather enjoyed it. Of course, I just started playing around with them myself, just for my own personal um, use and exploration. And what I have found is that this is one of the greatest self-development tools that you can use. Obviously, someone who is in tune with their intuition and psychic abilities um, can read a person or a situation without having to use a tool like cards. But they are, I must say, a fun tool, and also they help you to tune more into your gifts. So at least that has been my experience. I know I went kind of off on a tangent there, but I feel like some of you may have something similar and or similar tendencies. So let me know down in the comments. All right. And for the advice, happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships, well thought out plans. Yeah, I was saying think it through. So yeah, that is your advice because it came out with the Princess of Autumn. Make sure you count the costs as you pursue this new endeavor. Well thought out plans that go perfectly. And maybe some of us need a little push to get going, need a little encouragement, or upliftment. And if that's something you need, hit me in the comments and I'll tell you how to get in touch with me and join our women's empowerment circle. as well as if you're local to the Atlanta, Georgia area, there are things that we are tentatively beginning to do in person. So, yes, thank you so much for tuning in for this Friday Night Live Lightworker Oracle and Tarot card reading. I'm going to get 3 more cards out and see what else we have going on. One, and that second one popped out. That was the Hermit card. First one was the Hierophant, and then the Ten of Pentacles in the future. So I do see decisions that we've been making paying off for many of us in monetary form. So keep doing what you're doing. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon card, which is all about the subconscious and subconscious emotions. Okay, so that makes me want to say, keep in mind sometimes when negative emotions come up and you don't see the relevance to the current situation that you're in, it sometimes is emotions coming up from the past in order to be acknowledged, examined, and released. Okay, so you don't have to carry that anymore. Uh, and sometimes they can hit you out of the blue, but we oftentimes healing, a part of healing is purging. Okay, and so making sure you're getting enough rest and drink plenty of water. Okay, and get plenty of get up and get moving. All right, and reach out to your loved ones, your friends, your support system, and leverage your resources. But it looks like it's panning out very good with the Hierophant, the Hermit, and the Ten of Pentacles. So that's past, present, future. So I feel like a lot of us have entered new or different peer groups. We're discovering new abilities, new gifts that aren't really so new. We're just becoming more conscious or more aware of these things. And these are exciting times. These are exciting times for those who are awake and aware. Thanks again, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to Deja Vu, Divine Guidance. I'm Coach Lakeisha. Peace out.